everyone! Today we are making a carrot nut cake. This is a delicious cake with the most tender layers. The cream is very delicate. I recommend everyone to try making it. It turns out small, but filling. Look at this beauty. So, making such a cake is very simple and it turns out very, very tasty. I take soft butter, the kind that has been left out on the table for a few hours. So, look, we mash it with a fork like this. It's great that you don't need a mixer or anything else. Now we add the sugar here. The butter has combined with the sugar. Now what do we add here? 3 eggs. I add 1 egg at a time, like this. And mix it in, like so. And also, by the way, don't forget the vanilla sugar. Or I just have this vanilla extract. You can just use a pinch of vanillin if you don't have vanilla sugar, inan or extract. So in the 3rd egg, look, in just about 5 to 6 minutes, we combine everything into one mass with a simple fork. All right, this part is ready. Now, next to it, in a separate container, we combine the flour. So, here I have salt, a little bit of baking soda, as per the recipe, baking powder, and cinnamon. How can we do without cinnamon? Mix everything together. You can sift the flour several times before using it. This will make the cake a bit more airy. Add the flour to the butter. Now it won't be very convenient to mix this with a fork. I put the fork aside and I combine everything with a spatula. So look, now, while it's not completely mixed yet, I add shredded coconut and finely grated carrot. Of course, it's great when the carrot, 200 grams of carrot, is juicy when grated finely. There. Look, everything is quick and the cake turns out so delicious. And in general, when carrot is combined with nuts, it's very, very tasty. I mixed it a little and now look, I have some nuts left here. They need to be crushed. You need to make them into small crumbs, but not flour. And I took canned pineapples, but when I opened the can, I found gigantic pieces. I will cut them into 2 or 3 parts. So add the chopped pineapples here. Just like that, I fill a glass and add a whole glass of pineapples here. Now, the nuts. That's it. Mix it all together. And preheat the oven to 200 degrees. I have a small baking tray like this. It measures 25 by 30. I bake in a tray like this. Line the bottom with parchment paper. Now, pour all the batter in here. Spread it out like this. Place it in the oven, preheated to 200 degrees, then reduce the temperature to 180 and bake for about 40 minutes. Check the batter with a toothpick to ensure it comes out dry. Every oven bakes differently. Make sure it doesn't burn too much on top. If it starts to burn, set it to 160 and bake longer. So, our cake layer is done. Take it out and let it sit and cool completely. Mine rises like this. This is how it turns out. It's very soft. I don't touch it. Let it sit until it cools completely. The base of the cream will be cheese. I have this regular kind of Philadelphia that you can make at home. There is a recipe on my channel, or you can buy any cream cheese. So look, there are 2 options for this cream. I will combine the cheese with cream, whip it, and add powdered sugar. You can also do it without cream, using soft butter instead. That way works too. So first I put the cream into the mixer. If you are using butter, such as for instance, then first thoroughly whip the butter. Once the cream is whipped, we add the powdered sugar and all the cheese here. Mix everything together. That's it, the cream is ready. It's delicious, sweet, and beautiful. Now we cut the entire cake in half, like this. Like this. Look at how it turned out inside. Oh, it's just beautiful. Now, cut each half in half again. Now, spread the cream on all the layers. Assemble the cake layer by layer. When you are stacking all the layers, keep in mind, the entire cake, layer should be completely cooled. And also, it is very, very delicate. So if a piece breaks off somewhere, you can attach it with cream. It's just that, well, it's so delicate that it practically melts in your hands before reaching your mouth. Look, you can see the pineapples here. If you don't have pineapples at home, by the way, you can substitute with soaked raisins. That's also not bad. There's no need to soak the entire cake with anything. They are already tender and moist. Tender, Nastya, tender, white. The cake is very soft, so I decorate it after it has absorbed well and sat in the refrigerator. So I cover it with cream. Well, I leave it as is with as much cream as I have, so that it sets well. Look, we send it to the refrigerator overnight in this form. I lift the parchment to the edges, like this, and put it in the refrigerator. See, do you see? Everything sticks so well. Like this. If you make the full amount of cream right away and cover it nicely on top, then the cake is so soft that it might just collapse under the weight of the top cream. Therefore, it's better not to do it that way. And we send it to the refrigerator. So for decoration, I use a bit of ground nuts and the remaining coconut flakes. The cake has been in the refrigerator all night. So look, I remove the parchment. It now holds its shape perfectly, and it can be decorated and served at the table. I recommend taking it out of the refrigerator an hour before serving. That would be best, but it's a matter of taste. Some might like it straight from the refrigerator, so give it a try. So what do? This is optional. I decorate the top with cream and Philadelphia. But you don't have to do this. You can simply sprinkle it with nuts or flakes. I always spread it a little to make it look more aesthetically pleasing. I do it like this. And you can decorate it to your taste and preference. Like this. Well, let's decorate. Transfer the cake to the platter where it will be served. Decorate a little with nuts and it's ready to serve. It already looks very beautiful and appetizing, like this. So what now? Let's cut it and see how the cake looks inside. Look, it holds its shape very well. Now I'll cut it into a square like this. This will definitely be my piece of cake. Look at this beauty. It's so delicious, juicy, and moist. I really recommend everyone to make and try it. Look at how it turned out. It's very soft, so soaked. So crumbly, tasty, and juicy. Pineapples complement it very well here, although raisins just add sweetness. Pineapples add more juiciness. Try it both ways. The cream can be varied. For example, make a simple sour cream one with the addition of condensed milk, for instance. It's a matter of taste and preference. A hint of cinnamon complements the entire flavor. In general, I really recommend it to all of you. I look forward to your comments and feedback. Be sure to make the cake. I love you all. Give it a like, share this video. Bye-bye.